Hey guys, I'm here today. I'm going to show you how to make some coffee using a French press. So what I have here is the Bodum 4-cup French press maker. I'm going to get started by adding some coffee into the bottom, and it's going to be 3.5 of these coffee scoops. And that's flat, not rounded scoops. And each one of these scoops is a tablespoon and a third, so it ends up being 4 2/3 tablespoons of coffee. If you just want to go ahead and estimate it by adding a little under 5 tablespoons of coffee, that'll work just fine. And so for that last one, it doesn't have to be exact, so just go ahead and eyeball it and you'll be good to go. And there we go, perfect. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water. And this water is, I brought up to a boil, and now it's been sitting off the heat for 2 or 3 minutes. And so we're going to go ahead and start adding this water, and we're going to add it up to the top of this metal bar right here. So while we're adding this water, we want to make sure that to saturate all the coffee grounds. Make sure they all get wet, and there we go, perfect. One last thing we're going to do before we let this brew is give it one last stir. Just make sure no coffee grounds are sitting on the bottom. Now we're going to set our timer for 4 minutes, but don't go too far because we'll be back in a minute to stir it. So it's been 1 minute now, so there are 3 minutes left on our timer, and what we're going to go ahead and do is give this a couple stirs real quick. And there we go, and then we're going to go ahead and put on the top for the last 3 minutes of our brew. And so just go ahead and pop that on, and then all you have to do is wait another 3 minutes. I'll be back. And there goes our timer, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that real quick. And now I'm going to push down the plunger with a nice steady pressure so it goes down nice and smooth the whole time. And if you get stuck when you're pushing it down, go ahead and just pull it back up a little bit and then continue to push it down with that nice steady pressure. And now you're ready to enjoy. Something else I like to do sometimes though is just let it sit there for another minute and let some of the sediment fall down to the bottom before I pour it in my cup. But that is definitely not something that you have to do. And there you go, you're ready to enjoy your piping hot cup of coffee that you just made in your French press. Enjoy!